All right, everybody, here we are. Post-market wrap-up. What a day. What a day. Seriously. Friday, September 27, 2019. Seriously. Let's talk about this. We had a triple-digit gain to the Dow. It was up about 120 points. Then we erased all of that, went down triple digits, about the same. And we finished somewhere in the middle. Stocks down across the board. What triggered the sell-off today from the high? Well, it appears that the trade war is now escalating and may impact the stock market, something I don't believe the president wants to see. Maybe he just floated this out here today to see the effect on the market. What am I talking about? The president today is talking about delisting Chinese stocks from the U.S. markets. And I mean, in the blink of an eye, this market just erased its gains and went negative. And then, towards the end of the day, some entity out here was starting to buy the market. I think this might have been just floated out here. I would be shocked if the president were to do this, because it would hurt the market. It would not only would it hurt the market, it would directly hurt people who have investments like a 401k, investments on the long end of the market. They're not going to like that. Again, the president's claim to fame is a stock market that went from a big, fat, ugly bubble to the most big, fat, ugly bubble that has ever been seen or witnessed or even talked about on the face of the earth. But everything's good. Everything is good. Seriously. So, again, that's why stocks fell today. Do I believe it's going to happen? I don't know. It would take a lot to make that happen. And if the president were to follow through, let me say this. He would finally be able to get a trade deal. Again, he has done everything in his power right now, it seems, for the last 2 years, and we've gotten nothing. All we've gotten is more tariffs put on us. We put more tariffs on China, and nothing. We hear about, how great China talks are going, and then they recycle the same nonsense narrative, and all of a sudden, it's not so good, stocks sell off. It's a crazy dynamic, but they need to switch gears, and I've been explaining this to you for a very, very long time. If the president would literally allow the stock market to take a hit, he could get the United States a good trade deal. All he's been fixated on up till now, if this becomes real, although I doubt it, is pushing stocks higher. Can't do it. You can't have it both ways. I think the president realizes this. Now, let's talk about a few other things. We understand that yesterday we found out that business spending here in the United States cratered. Wall Street was expecting a fractional drop, 0.3%. We fell 11.1%. Now, what does that mean for the U.S. economy or you if you work for a big company? If these companies are not spending cash to build their businesses and to hire people, well, what are they going to do? Well, they're going to start shrinking their businesses. They're going to start letting people go. Now, let's talk further about that, what we found out today with regard to consumer spending. People are starting to feel the pinch of rising prices for several reasons. But the number one thing is the ongoing, never-ending China trade war, for which, China is paying the tariffs and they're not being passed on to you. We all know this is a lie of truly epic proportions, and it was even parroted by Mike Pence. Although Larry Kudlow, wherever he may be, I think he's lurking about now, did say, and he admitted, and it wasn't just Larry Kudlow, but Larry Kudlow admitted that these costs were being passed on to you and me. And remember, he went to the doghouse for like a few weeks, kind of like now when he admitted again that negative rates are not good for the economy, and the president hid him away for a little while. So you forget about what he says, and then they parade him back out because they know you can't think back more than maybe 2 or 3 weeks. That at least that's what they're counting on. Now, if you follow this blog, I don't think that's you. you have a few functioning brain cells. So prices are rising. The consumer is feeling the pinch. And because of that, consumer spending is dropping. So you can, honestly, you don't have to be a genius here to figure out what's coming down the pike and where we are going. Maybe at one point we'll get a resolution with China. It's only been 2 years, and the president just said, 2 days ago? A deal might come sooner than you think. Duh! I don't know how he conjures up this stuff. It's only been 2 years, Mr. President. It's not been that soon, and there's no end in sight here. Period. The end. Oh, there's talks on the 10th. There's talks on the 10th. Is there any connection to the fact that that's the same day that the Federal Reserve is supposed to stop its at least $75 billion repo daily? And who knows how long this at least $30 billion, it's incredible, buying of long-term debt is going to go. Did you see the yield curve today? Down. I wonder who's buying all the debt. And then, of course, we have Fed President Bullard. He's explaining, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. The Fed is going to be expanding its balance sheet. He means inflating its balance sheet. With what? With debt. To recapitalize the banks, to buy more debt, keep rates suppressed. Series of rate cuts is coming. We're going lower. There's no doubt about it. So is it any secret or a miracle why the Fed's balance sheet is going to be growing? No, I don't think so. No, not at all. Anyway, so despite what happened today in the markets, the financial stocks did very well. Banks, of course, they got the promise that they're going to be recapitalized. You know why the banks are going to be recapitalized? Because they're insolvent. Every single bank is insolvent. They work off of a fractional reserve system. Your cash isn't even there. And without more cash being put into these institutions, well, guess what? You see the fake environment we're in? It will become real very, very quickly. So, of course, the Fed has to expand its balance sheet. So, of course, the banks are going to get recapitalized or bailed out from you. And you're going to smile from ear to ear as they rob you blind. You know why? You have no choice. You think you're free? Oh no, you are a slave. You're chained from head to toe. And the fact of the matter is, very few of you are even going to take the time to maybe tweet about it, post anything about it. Maybe you won't even share this video because you don't feel that you can do anything. It's a state of learned helplessness. Break out of that state of learned helplessness. I have a hard time with that word. And start making all the noise you possibly can. Because if you think what you're seeing now is bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. And I mean nothing. With that said, people, I think this video has been pretty important. Please share this video. I'm counting on you to do that. If you are part of my team, I am counting on you to share this video. I'm counting on you to make noise. And you know what? If you try to talk to someone, they don't want to listen, there's going to be someone else who will. Again, we know what to do. With that said, people, again, it is Friday, and I'm going to leave you off with my favorite 3 things, all right? Love each other. Care about each other. And that also includes making a difference in the world. It's true. And be charitable, also making a difference in the world. All right, that's it. This guy loves you. Seriously, have a great weekend. Although I will do a markets, a look ahead segment, probably on Sunday. I don't think tomorrow. I have a busy day. I'm out of here. See you more than likely Sunday.